everyone. Valentine's Day today, and it is the perfect environment for us to start weaving stories around our weight loss journey. And I wanted to do this for you all just to help you navigate today and the ongoing journey that you're on. So some of you may have seen the post that I posted yesterday evening about the meal choices that I made and that Bruce made when we were in the hotel before we went to the ABBA voyage that I had for my birthday. And some of you may have thought, it was her birthday. Why did she choose a salad? Why didn't she choose something as a real treat? And that is a perfect example of one of the stories that I could have weaved, you know what I mean, that I could have, it is woven in my head. I could have chosen to have woven the story in my head of, but it's my birthday, I deserve a treat. It's not actually my birthday was on Monday, and we'd already had a family meal out on the Sunday night, and where I had creme brulee, which is one of my favourite puddings. And then on the Monday night, Bruce cooked me we cooked together a really nice dinner. And then one of my another favourite pudding is, I love anything lemony, and so I made a lemon posset. So 2 nights on the trot. So here you go. I don't want you thinking that I always eat salad all the time. I do not always eat salad all the time. I allow myself, I have this sort of 80-20 rule where I absolutely allow myself to have things I enjoy, but it is a really conscious decision that I make, but I have to balance that out. So if I was to have creme brulee and lemon posset every single day, what would happen to my weight and how would I manage my maintenance? I would very rapidly put on weight. You know, I'm next birthday I'm 60. I'm only Diddy, as many of you know, and I've gone through the menopause now, so all of those factors count against me, and I very easily put on weight. I have hypothyroidism, so my thyroid's shot to pieces. All of these factors count against me, and I very easily put on weight. So I have to really work hard to manage my weight and to keep it under control. So I do allow myself to have treats, but I also have to really carefully control what I eat on the other days. And so when it came to the meal out at the hotel, or the meal that we chose to have at the hotel, I had to think really carefully, was it worth it? Was it worth from a weight perspective? But also I think about it from a health perspective. I'm really conscious of the poor health that I've had in the previous years, the amount of inflammation that I've had going on, and I balance that out really carefully. I'm aware that the amount of sugar that was in the lemon posset and the creme brulee was already racing around my system, and I want to bring that right down as quickly as I can. So that is in my head. I've got that story running of, right, I made that choice, and now I have to pull that right back down again. So I don't have it's my birthday. I make that choice, and now I'm making a different choice. And I don't have that story running. I have the story running of, I have made a choice today, and my whole story running is, I want to stay slim, I want to stay happy, and I want to stay healthy. And to do that, I have to do this choice, which leads me on to my main point that I wanted to make was, we are all adults here, and we have choices that we have to make, and therefore the stories that we run are going to help us to either go down the old pathways that we make, or we're going to choose to go down new pathways. And I think I realized when I did this nearly 12 years ago, in fact it is exactly 12 years ago this February. I've just realized that. So 12 years ago, in February, 12 years ago, I suddenly realized that I'd reached in fact CBT, we call it a choice point. I reached a choice point where I could either continue making the choices that I've made in old diets, where I could reach a point where it would start to get hard and I go, oh, this is really hard to continue dieting. I just want to give up because it is hard. It is hard to diet. It is. On Thursday, there were times when Wednesday, when we went to ABBA, of course there was a tiny little germ inside of me that went, I just want to have a treat, like I did when I had the lemon posset and when I had the creme brulee. But it very rapidly went, because I'd rather stay healthy and I'd rather stay slim and I'd rather wear lovely clothes and I'd rather feel great inside myself and I'd rather know that I'm really, really healthy. And that very rapidly went. So 12 years ago, I had this choice point where I decided that I don't want to go down that pathway anymore that I'd gone for. So if I'm 59 now, I would have been 47. At the age of 47, I'd spent 47 years of going down a diet and then either giving it up because it was too hard, or losing the weight and then putting it all back on again. And I just didn't want to do it anymore. And so I didn't want to be that old person anymore. And I reached that choice point where I decided enough's enough. I want to be the person that stays slim. I want to be that person who makes different choices, who loses the weight and keeps it off this time. And so in order to do that, I needed to tell a different story to myself and make different choices. And that's this person now. And so you've got that choice now as to what stories you tell yourself to become the person that you want to become. Hope that helps.